Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear respected brothers and sisters and youngsters who are here. First, I would like to start my speech with thanking Allah. First, He's given us this opportunity to live in this beautiful country and we're able to convene and do all this stuff. Which I thank Allah first, and then I thank all of you all who have been here. Also, I want to really make one beautiful thank you on behalf of all of us is to the Sri Lankan MP, Shanakian. Shanakian, I am sure everybody would have seen his speech in the parliament. What a gutsy speech. Actually, we all have to thank him because he really put everything in the table. To the Sri Lankan government and to the Sri Lankan people, we don't have to tell anything more because he told everything. He told everything what's happening in our country, in our beautiful country, from the time from Alutgama to up to now. It's been a systematic racism which they are provoking on us to suppress the minority, to have an impunity government so that the minority is marginalized. Our request to the Sri Lankan government as well as the technical committee as well as Dr. Channa Perera, I heard he is the head of the technical committee. Please follow the WHO guideline. You don't have to go anywhere else. They are called World Health Organization. Please follow them. Follow the rest of the countries. You could see the 190 countries outside Sri Lanka who respect the dead. Even in the time of war, we know that there's more respect is given than to the living than to the dead. You have to respect the dead. You know very well the Muslims are living in for so long in Sri Lanka, and one of our fundamental pillars of Islam is to bury our dead. This is not new to Sri Lankan, this is not new to Muslims, this is not new to the world. And you are taking this fundamental human right away. And you are not giving us even to appeal a fundamental petition, a fundamental human right petition. You don't even want to hear that from us. So I am again referring back to what the MP Shanakian said. Yeah. Yes. Even somebody is telling, even Chandrika, the former Prime Minister, is also talking about that. So there are so many prominent people who are talking, and you are telling about this one. It is not. Show us the scientific evidence. Show the world the scientific evidence what you are doing. This coming to purely impunity and purely marginalizing and purely systematic racism to bring the Muslim community down. We saw this thing in the 80s with the Tamil community, and then we saw a brutal war for the last 35 years. And as that Shanakian said, some people even in the April bombing, there was one guy. He was from Alutgama. He was affected in Alutgama. I am not telling this. He told in the parliament. So don't spoil the minds of our youngsters. Don't give this thinking. Don't let them go into the extremism. We never wanted to go into extremism. We have been always working with the majority. We have been always working with the Sinhalese community throughout in the history. If you don't know the history, if you don't know how Muslims has contributed to the kings of Sri Lanka, please go and read it. Please go and read your history. Please go and see how much we have helped. Even in the time of war, how many Muslim soldiers have died. How many Muslim people have worked in the Air Force. So my dear respected brothers and sisters, even in here, all around the world, our humble request for the Sri Lankans. My humble request for all the Sri Lankans who will be listening is support the cause. Don't be in silence at the time of an injustice. An injustice can happen to us, to the minorities today, and we'll never know in down the line the way Sri Lanka is going on, what's going to happen to even to the majority. Right? There are so many things can happen. So stand up against the injustice, have a nice state, have a country where our youngsters have a pluralistic country. You see all that in Canada, America, UK, France, all the Malaysia, Indonesia, a pluralistic country which every community live together, live in harmony, so that you will have prosperous country. That's what it is needed. our humble request is stop the forced cremation of our COVID victims, janaza, I would say. Please stop that. Please look into go back to the technical committee. We know in the outside Sri Lanka, people who are living in this technical committee is highly motivated with racial people. There are people, highly racial people who started things from Aludgama are involved in this technical committee, and they are influencing these people to make this decision. So our request to the policymakers of Sri Lanka is take a look at it, go outside that, take the World Health Organization advice, take the Amnesty International advice, take the advice from the West or East or South, North, and do what is right and give the Muslims the world. And it is so pathetic that you have to go and cremate a 20-year-old baby. This is unheard of in the whole world. Even times of war, they give the dead to the people. They bury the dead with dignity. You take the baby from the parents' hand for 20-year-old, and what right do you have to go and cremate them and not even show the dead body to the